పెట్టుకోద్దండి సోనం పెట్టుకోద్దండి మళ్ళీ
Hello. I think my voice is audible and screen also visible. So please confirm.
yes Rajni.
Thank you very much, sir. So today we are discussing on this day 3 networking concepts, networking fundamentals. So in this networking fundamentals, we have covered a few key points yesterday that okay, a few are about the server and another one about the flow, like how the server will communicate and its components, its introduction or a components or whatever, like the basic fundamental knowledge. Okay, so we have discussed yesterday. And flow also, like communication, how a communication will happen. We need IP address. So that is what today we wanted to discuss. And okay, in this flow communication, we need IP address. IP address is the main thing because it is a internet protocol. How your device or a network or any network device needs to communicate, in the sense we need a IP address, that is mandatory. So without this it will be very hard to communicate. There is no other option to communicate in the internet or the networking areas. So what is this IP? So there are two types of IPs actually. So one is IPv4 and another one is IPv6. So previously, scientists are, when the network or the this computer things are going on with the technologies, scientists are did lot of research, development and all. So then they can able to give the versions to it, V1, V2, V3. So V1, V2, V3 versions are in the research and development, and it's not working properly. So V4 is the one which is worked. Similar way, V5 also, like it is not into the published mode. It is just a working R&D kind of thing. And V6 is a working one. So these two different IP addresses are there. We are using right now in internet world IPv4, IPv6. Now we are able to use the internet in your mobile system, laptop, everywhere because of this IPv4 and IPv6 addresses. Okay, we call address. So usually first we need to understand IPv4. How this IPv4 will be look like. Okay. So 192.168.1.11 like this. Usually you see this kind of IP address in your systems. So in IPv4 itself, we have two type. Okay. One is public and another one is private. What is this public and private? Both IPs. Private means it is your own IP address. You can create it anywhere in your network. Example, you are in your home, you are using your mobile, you are using your laptop, if you have another laptop in your home without an internet, you can communicate both the laptops. How they are communicating? With the private IP address. You no need of public IP address. So before that, let's understand some more deeper about the IP addresses first. Okay. I have a mobile or a laptop, as I said in my. So let's say this is my laptop. Or let's laptop it. Just take. I do have one more laptop like this within my home. So I wanted to connect. Similar like this, if you have another laptop, you need to make a connection between. You need to make a connection between. So this is your network. In order to connect, you need two things. One is IP and one is MAC. MAC address. Manufacturer who is making this laptop, he will give one address to this device. Even your mobile, laptop, everything will be having this address. So this address is by default, it has to come, and every laptop needs to communicate over the network. So you need IP address. Which IP address you need? You need IPv4. Okay. So IPv4 should be a private IP. Okay, 192.168.1.1. So there are how many octets? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means you are keeping 3 dots in between. That means this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 1, and this is a 1. So there are 4 octet is there. So why this is designed like this? Why this is designed like this? Okay. See, when computer got invented, okay, by a scientist, is this computer will understand your human language? Does it understand your human language? No. The answer is no. So how this computer will understand your language or somebody is trying to communicate to me? How? So all your servers or computers will understand binary language, right, sir? In our BTech, in our degree, we might already learned about 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like this. This is a binary language. This is the binary language. So with this language, okay, your computer will understand, okay, this is an IP address, because numbers makes humans to communicate and memorize more. Okay, and even these numbers also we will not able to remember properly, because human brains are very bad at remembering the numbers, good at remembering the names. So IP address is also mapped to the DNS, which is nothing but www.abc.com like this. So behind this DNS, IP address will work actually. Okay, and behind this IP address, which one, it will be convert into the binary language, and this binary language your system will understand. Your system will understand. So this is an IP address. In 4 octets it's created. Two types of IP addresses I said, public and private. Private means this is your home. This is your home. Inside the home, you no need of internet. This is called intranet. Internet is different. Intranet is different. Internet means it is public. You, me, and everyone connected in the Zoom. This is public. Intranet means in-house, within your house. The network, the devices are communicating within your house. So that is intranet, which is referring as a private network. Private network. So why we need this private network and what are these IP addresses? First, IP addresses are classified into three classes. Actually five, but we only need three classes. Three classes. Class A, Class B, and Class C. So like this, there are three classes divided. Class D and E also there, but still we don't need them. They are into the multicast, unicast, and research and development. So we will not regularly use them. At some cases only, at some point only we will use it. But on a regular basis, we will be using this class A, class B, and class C with public and private. Public and private. So there is a series already defined by the scientist. Okay, this is a series. This is a series called public IP addresses in the class A. So this is a series private IP addresses in the class B, like this. Okay, let's see what are those classes. So when you go to Google and just search public and private IP ranges. Public, private IP ranges. You see this? You see this? Age. Yeah. So this is private and this is public. First IP address starts with class A 1.0.0.0.0 to 9.255.255.255. Because of this binary calculations, the scientists are end this. There should be some starting and end, right? If an IP address starts from 0 and 1, that should be end some point. On this binary thing and the network design, so they have end the IP address at 255. At 255. So 0 to 255. So each octet, first 2 means 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the first dot 1, 0 dot 0 dot 0 to 9 dot 255 dot 255 dot 255. So this is the range you can use IP addresses and it is public. In between any IP address, any combination of the number, it is same like your phone number. In India or in other country, we would be having mobile numbers, right? In our India, the series starts from the 9 and 10 digit, right? So 10 digit different combinations. Number of combinations we can create. Similar way, in this there is a number, IP address number. If any number within this range you take, you have to pay. It is not free. You have to pay. Whom you have to pay? Internet service provider. Who is that person? Vodafone, Airtel, Jio, AT&T, Verizon. Like this, the big companies will be having these IP pools. They will sell. You have to buy it. And after 9, it is started from 11. 11.0.0 to 126.255.255.255. So in between, if you observe, 10 series is missed. 10 series is in the left side. See, 10.0.0.0 to 10.255.255.255. This is in private. So you can use anywhere. You no need to pay. It's free of cost. Anywhere you are within your house or somewhere, wherever you are, you can create. Only thing your network device need to be support how to create an IP address. That's it. You can create this IP address. You can use that IP address. So coming to right side again. After 126, you have 128. 128 0.0.0 to 172.15.255.255.255. See, after 126, there is a 127 was missed. It directly started 128. If you see in the left side, no, in private IP also they didn't mention 127. Then where this 127 gone? Okay, we'll come to that point little late. After discussion, we'll come to that point. But now just concentrate. After 128 and 120, 172.15, see the second octet is filled. 172.15. Then 172.32. 172.32 to 191. So this is a public. In between 16 to 31. 16 to 31 is the private IP address. After 191, 192 to 167 and 169 to 223. Okay, that means 168 to 168 0.02 255 is a private thing. See, 192 series is always private when you have 168 series. When you see 168 series in the second octet, that is private. So why I am telling this? Do we do any calculation and all? No. We should have a knowledge by looking at the IP address. We need to say whether it is public IP, whether it is a private IP. That's it. Whether it is a IPv4 or whether it is a IPv6. That's it. If you need to have that knowledge mandatory. Now by seeing this, I can understand, okay, these ranges are the private IP address. These ranges are the public IP address. Then why we need to divide them? What is the purpose? Private and public purpose what? Purpose is private IP addresses are free in your home network or the company network. You can create your own network. And public IP, which is in the internet. Now I'm able to connect to the Google. How? Because of the public IP. You are able to connect Zoom. How? Because of the public IP. I'm able to open YouTube because of the public IP. I'm able to open Netflix because of the public IP. But inside the Netflix company, they will use private network. They'll not use public network. So this is the use case. They have divided into two things, private IP and public IP. So when the public IP, you have to pay always. You have to pay always. So that's why all the companies are not good to pay the amount. So they need to use some free resources, free IPs, so that they can develop their own network. So that is the intention. This two kind of private IP and public IP concept divided. And now if you ask me, where is this 127 gone? Where is this 127 IP address gone? That means 127 0.0.0.0 or 1. Okay, so this is your LAN card IP. In your laptop you have LAN card, right? That is a LAN card IP. We call loopback IP address. or NIC, Network Interface Card IP address. So these many names. These many names. Okay, 127.0.0. Someone will call local host. Means 127 only. Local host with a port number. That means 127 only. Your laptop is having that IP address means that is a local host means LAN card IP which will give you the internet access. Which will give you the internet access. So that is a use case of this IP addresses. Without an IP address, you will be not able to communicate. And now if we go to IPv6. So IPv6 is look like this. Okay. So 128 bit and you'll see colon colon. It's a combination of alphabet plus numeric. So 3FFF colon FFF colon colon slash 32. Like this. This is a IPv6. You just need to have some knowledge. Okay, this is IPv6 and this is IPv4. Okay, IPv6 will be like this. Okay, fine. So devices use which IP address? Devices are using both IP addresses nowadays. The internet is become more speed after IPv6 came. After IPv6 came. Before when IPv4 is there, there's a technology, routing, network. Things are not that so matured with the network technologies. Let's say 4G, 5G, 6G, now it's 8G like that it's coming, right? The more you go, IPv6 will support. Whether IPv4 will be not supporting. The devices, the hardwares, the companies which they made was not supportive previously. And now everything is supported by the IPv4 and IPv6. In some of the networks, on top of the level IPv6, but under the hood IPv4 only working. So this is the IP address knowledge. For our AML side, what sort of knowledge we need to have? You need to be able to identify this is a public or a private IP address and what is this network range. Is it IPv6 or IPv4? You are able to understand that, that's fine. That is the knowledge I need from you. If you are understanding this, good, thumbs up. Sir, any questions on this? Okay, an IP address. You can go and read a detailed notes in our notes. So you have detailed notes for the IP address. What is IPv4 facts and example and all. You have detailed notes. Go to the classroom and see this notes, sir, for detailed information.
Have
Okay.
you shared any previous notebooks, Rajani?
In new classroom, I'm sharing, sir.
Okay,
Not in the
because I
old
don't
one.
have access to it. Maybe you haven't
Yeah,
added that
yes.
yet.
I'll add. I'll add.
All right, okay, thank you.
Rajinikanth, last day's script also I couldn't see. Maybe you didn't upload or
Um,
I am
if
missing
you
something.
if you are able to see the class one, means class one, there is a preparation notes link there, right, sir? Already preparation, and you click on this B10 MLOps AIOps this area, you'll
Yeah,
able to see
yeah,
all the notes. Can you open that note, sir, from the classroom?
yeah, I remember. I can see the day one, day two videos you have uploaded and that Unity's document,
Prerequisites
right?
note. Can you open the prerequisites note, sir? Once you open, you can click on this.
Can I show you?
Sorry, your voice is breaking, sir.
Can I share once quickly?
Sure, sure. Share your screen.
Let me see.
Yes. If you click on classroom, no, on the stream and classroom. No, sir. Click on this MLOps LLMOps and on the top classwork. And if you go to notes to read before demo,
Yeah, this one
Yes.
I got it already.
yeah, if you click on, it will automatically expand on it.
Okay.
Yeah, automatically it will
This,
expand. Yes.
So, Rajinikanth, you need to add us in this classroom. How it is like? I'm not seeing that in the classroom and
Yes.
open.
We need to add you.
no,
I think I have already added you. You not accepted the invite.
Mm,
Rajnikant, sorry, I am able to see this one, but
Yeah.
I'm asking.
If you
There
click
is,
on the B10 MLOps left side, sir. No, same page only. There's a tool,
no.
yes. There, click on it. Yeah.
Oh,
You can
okay,
able to see
this
all
one.
the notes here.
Okay. So lastly, that script is also playing for the tool you are guiding for the Room Studio. This one. We need to do some script, paste some script, right? So that bash,
That
we don't need
yes,
to,
yes.
that one is also
I
there.
need to add that, sir. I forgot. I
Okay,
will add. I will add.
no problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we'll be receiving an email, right, Ranjit?
Yes, you will be receiving an
Okay.
email. And I
Okay.
think you already received. Can you please check your inbox or maybe this spam folder? There will
Yeah,
be
sure.
there
I'll do
like
that.
Rajnikant Vadla inviting for the classroom like that you'll get.
Okay.
So
This
sorry to interrupt,
classroom.
sir. Rajni, sir, you added me as well, right, sir?
Yeah, I have added who are all already done.
Manoj.
So I have added. Please check your mail, sir. And everyone I have sent message also. Please check your mail. If if you're not added, I have to generate a uh, link for you. After the class, I'll generate a link. Then you can join it.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
haven't
able to
received
add.
any email as well. I haven't received the email as well, Rajani. So maybe you need to add my name or generate the link for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, same
Uh,
for me. Same for me, Rajni.
Yeah, Piklu sir. Yes. For you, I have already sent. I think you're not seeing that mail. Can you check in your spam, sir?
So it is not there. I have checked.
Maybe can you search your inbox with classroom?
Nothing is there.
It.
Those who enroll, only those people gets that mail.
Right. Who done the
Okay.
payment? Pay.
Mhm.
Who paid? They only added into that. So this is our portal, and yeah, and soon I'm also deploying my own portal for your student management thing. But until that, we'll be managing in the classroom. Okay. Let me. So where are we? Yeah. So this is the IP address thing, sir. And okay, IP address, I understand. IP address means, and there would be a one more thing called net masking. Net masking or CIDR or subnetting. So usually wildcard also people will say, but that is the reverse thing. Okay. What is this net masking, CIDR, and subnetting? Okay. Before that, we need to understand public and private thing. Let's go to the public and private thing. Okay. I have private IP. I have private IP. Let's say 192.168 1.1. If you are sitting in your home and you're trying to ping me, am I sharing? I'm sharing, right, sir? My
Yes.
screen is visible.
yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see some message not sharing. Okay. So private IP means if you're sitting in your home and you would like to ping me or you would like to send any message to me I am in the private IP address. No, it is not possible because it can only happen in within the house. Within the house, in the sense, house means your office network, data center network, or your real house network, or maybe your corporate area network. Okay, house represents this many areas, sir. People will say in house, house only, like that. Okay, so there only it will work. It will not work outside. The private IP is free for intranet access. Okay, and I wanted to connect to the person who is sitting in another home or maybe in another country. How can I communicate to him? So that person also will be having one private IP at his home. So two things. Now here is a one user and here is a one user. Okay. And these two users are there with a private IP address. Maybe he's having 1.2 and he's a 1.1 with a different network. I will tell you about the slash. Slash things are different here. Maybe slash 24 or maybe slash 16. Like this. Now I wanted to communicate from this to this. How this will be go and communicate? We need public IP address in between, sir. Otherwise, you cannot communicate in between. You cannot communicate in between. So there will be ISP provider will be involved, who is Vodafone, Airtel, Jio. These internet service providers will be involved. You can ask me that how they're going to enable this kind of communication by combining this public and private, sir. So I will give you the real-time network things so that you will be having a good knowledge on how the network things will work. I'll be touching all the cloud network points also. Okay. So example, I have routers. Router images means not our Wi-Fi routers, sir. There are Cisco routers, Juniper routers, Alcatel routers. So this is a router like server. So this is my router. Okay. This is my router. And here is the ISP. Example, will be having Vodafone ISP network. You take anything like this. He is an ISP. Okay. He would be having this bigger router, sir. From this, there are some cables he will distribute. Okay. So there are cables from this router he will give. So each interface will be having an IP address. Which IP address, sir? These are public IP addresses. Public IP addresses like 1.1.1. Maybe 12.3.4/20. So similar way, like that. Here it is maybe 170 and 12, 10, 25. So like this, there's a bigger pools he will create. A very bigger pools he will create. So this one, from this, one of the IP address will go to one more server. Go to one more server. From this, again, it will be distributed into switches, sir. Which one? into switches. This is a switch. So switch doesn't need any IP address, sir. Switch doesn't need any IP address. So for router, you need IP address. Router, you need IP address. You need IP address for it. So for switches, you no need of IP address. One minute, sir, I'm getting a call. Sorry, I need to attend this call. Yeah. So switches. So switches doesn't need IP address, sir. It's a L2. Router we call L3. L3 and L2. So here from this router interface, there will be one more IP address here. But coming to a switch, you no need of IP address. So this cable will go like this. There are 16 and 32 cables will be there. And again, you will be having one more switch here. So from this switch, again you will create one more switch. And after this, you will be again giving one interface to another switch like this. And after this, you will connect to your Wi-Fi router, sir. Okay. Wi-Fi router. This is a router now. This is a router now. So here in your Wi-Fi router, you might be connecting now your mobile. So in this Wi-Fi router, you will be having only one public IP. One public IP. And your mobile will be having private IP. Private IP. So private IPs are not able to access internet. Public IP only able to access the internet. Your private IPs will not access internet. Now, the public IP is coming from where, sir? From this area or this area or this area. Okay? From the router area. At Wi-Fi router, this public IP is, there is a one single IP converted into your private IP. So your private IP will communicate with your public and then this network will pass like this. And this is a Vodafone will send your packet to the targeted user. So in between, we are not using any public things here. So we are not paying. And here also we are not paying. This is free. This is free. Only we are paying to this. And this whole broadband company will pay to these pools. These routers and all. Broadband company, let's say Act or any fiber is there, Geo fiber and all, they only pay for this IP addresses. They only pay for this. That's it. All these IP addresses, the network is free because of the private network and L2 network. So L3 in the sense IP address, L2 in the sense no IP address. Completely. Your switch is a L2. Your router is a L3. Your switch is a L2, layer 2 and layer 3. So this is the information, sir, about the networking. Now, private IPs are not able to access the internet, then how come my laptop is able to? That means if I go to my terminal, and IP config, when you search IP config, I'm able to see your command prompt, open it, and you're able to see what? So you're able to see my VPN was connected, and here you can able to see IP address, IPv6 and IPv4. What is my IP address? 192.168.1.10. And what is the subnet? 255.255.255.0. What is the gateway IP address? 192.168.1.1. Sir, 192.168.1.1 is a public IP or a private IP? Which one, sir?
Private.
Private.
So private IP, but I'm still able to connect to the internet. How? That means there is a process. There is a process called network address translation. Network address translation. So your private IP address will be not having internet access. Internet access. The process of your public IP will be having internet access. The process of providing your private IP address to the public IP address features is called NAT. Network address translation. We will do in the cloud. While you're creating VPCs and all, we'll do this. So this is the NAT process. NAT. NAT. So here we will be having one-to-many process. So example 11.22.3.5 35.1/24 or maybe 32. Okay. So this is the one IP address, single IP address. This is the single IP address. So this single IP address, I have pool of the IP address here. 192.168.1.0 1.0/24. I'll come to this what /24 means. When I have this many IP addresses, from single IP address, I am able to give internet access to 254 servers. As I said yesterday, each server need to have one IP address. Each laptop need to have one IP address. Each mobile need to have one IP address. So you can create internet features to these 254 servers under this /24 network, or 254 mobiles, 254 laptops. You can give internet features. So now coming to the point /24 or /32. What is this? Sir, in India, the 10-digit number, which is starting from 9, is not enough. That's why the combinations are changed and started from 8 and again 7 and again 6. Don't surprise if you go to 5 also. So we are coming like this to create multiple combinations. So day by day it's increasing the network and mobiles things. In order to give a unique identification, we need creating a combination of the numbers. So this is the flow like this, and whatever I saw, A, B, C classes are enough in the world. How big this world is, how big the internet is, how big devices we have, so many number of devices we have. Are these IP addresses are enough? No, they are not enough. So that's why subnetting came. Subnetting means you are dividing a number of IP addresses from a pool. Example, sir, I wanted to use 192.168.1.0. So when you see 0, this is the network IP. So 0 will be not used anywhere. And what is the final IP? 192.168.255 1.255. So that means 192.168 1.1 192.168 1.2, like this until 255. I can write these numbers. So when I write this number until 255, how many IP addresses will come? 254 IP addresses will come, because it's actually 256. You minus 0 and minus 5 means 255. How many will be remain? 254. This 254, each IP address you can give to each one server. Each one server. So like this is comes into the /24 subnet. So what is this subnet and how these things will be divided? Sir, example you take a cake. Okay, this is a cake. There is a your son birthday is there, or maybe your friend birthday is there. You went to the party and you need to celebrate him. So what he will be doing? He'll be not giving this entire cake to the each guest, right? So what he will be doing? He will be cutting like this. So how many pieces he can make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now understand, sir. So this cake is a pool of means 192, 168, 1.0. Now I wanted to create 8 IP addresses because I have 8 servers or 8 laptops. 8 servers or 8 laptops. I need 8 IP addresses. So you need to decide this, right, sir? You need to decide this. If you are increasing this, you can increase number of pieces. If you are decreasing this, you can decrease number of pieces, right? Increasing means number of pieces will be increased. Decreasing means number of pieces will be decreased. So in that case, you need to define this perimeter of the area. So that is nothing but /25 I will take, sir. /25 I will say. So why you only takes 25, sir? This 25 represents this outer boundary, sir. 25 represent this outer boundary. That means based on this outer boundary, I can create the number of pieces equally. So each piece is an IP address. Now this slash thing starts from /8 and ends at /32. Sir, now here you need to understand in a reverse manner. The 32 number is big, right? When the /32 number is big, this is the last number. When you see /32, that means only single IP. That means only single IP. When you see /8, so 1 CR IP addresses will come. That many combination of IP addresses will come. /8 means this is a bigger one. So in between, you can divide your IP addresses. It's not allowed like, sir, I will take /50. No, it is not allowed. It is not the mechanism. Sir, I will take /33 or 35. No, it won't work. You have to take from 8. You have to ideal to take from /8 to /32 only. So that is the design mechanism of an IP address. How can I know this calculations and this IP addresses I have to divide? Okay, if you go to the Google, search IP calculator. So the first one open. So this is a famous IP calculator where every company use. Right now I have 168.1.0 and I wanted to do /24 and calculate. When I do calculate, what it is saying? 192.168.1.0 converted into binary language. Right, sir? So this is into binary language. So wildcard is in a reverse manner. You can see this is 255.255.255.0 and this is 0.0.0.255. This is another alternative for your net mask. And this is my network, which is entering point. This is my broadcast, which is exit point. And this is the default IP address, which is the gateway point. And how many IP address will I have? 254. What it is saying, sir? Private internet, not public. Private internet Which class, sir? It is class C. Which class? It is a class C. So this is IP address. If I take /32, how many IP address? I will be only having one IP address. If I take /8, calculate how many IP addresses I have. These many IP addresses I have. You can create the big data center. So you need to understand, sir, there are naming conventions also, naming terminologies also we need to understand. Okay. Here you see host/net. Host/net. What does it mean? Sir, there are different names in the different areas we call. So one is server is equal to instance. Server is also called as instance. And server is also called as VM. And server VM. And server also called as mission. And server also called as slave or agent, hop, net. So these many names are there. In different area, we call different names. AWS is saying that instance. Azure saying that VM. GCP saying that VM instance combination. Okay. So network and data center side, you will say mission or a server. Some automation side, you will say slave or an agent. And networking side, you will say hop or a net. Server only the one, but you have these many names. Server only the one, but these many names in different areas we call with the different names. So this is the point we need to keep in our mind, sir. According to the environment, we need to react. At some place, if you say agent means AI agent, no. At some time, agent means nothing but the target server. Okay, called the target server. Okay, now I know that. So these are the IP addresses are converting like this. So these many IP addresses means I can. Now, see /24 when I give or when I give /32, see you have only single IP address. When I give /28, my requirement is 8 IP addresses or 9 IP addresses. 25 I can able to take 126. If I give /28, 5 or 9 IP addresses, 14 IP addresses I can take. If I give 9 IP address, I can take 6 IP addresses. So according to your environment, take this IP thing, sir. Okay, take this IP thing. Okay, if I wanted to create a VPC in the AWS cloud with the 126 numbers, that means I need to take CIDR range as a /25. So this is a knowledge we should have, sir. Are there any questions, doubts, clarification on this point?
Yes, sir. The number of hosts it was showing, right? It was
Hmm.
changing from 1, 6 and all. Is that the number of ports? Is it the same?
No. Ports different. No. Ports
Okay.
only in between 655, 36, like this only. 0 to 55, 36. Ports range is this much only. Ports and protocols. These are only IP addresses.
Got it.
Rajni, is there any specific name after the slash, the number which we are given?
Sir, you are audible but
/24?
no clarity in voice.
Yes. What I'm asking is there any specific name to the number which we are giving after slash?
Yeah, that is subnet mask.
Subnet mask. Okay, thank you.
Subnet mask or net mask. Okay, two names we call. Wildcard is a opposite to this one. Wildcard mask. Okay. And in companies, it's not like you want to create a VPC, you will create VPC. No, you should reach out to the network team. They will maintain all IP address list within the network, in the company network. You only allowed to take that. If you are taking, it's conflicting, means it will create a problem. Network outage will be happens. So all the applications will be down. So we should be very careful while we are creating anything for our thing. Maybe you are going to be an AI infrastructure engineer. There. For you, you might be going to handle the GPU servers. Maybe you're going to create your own infrastructure on your own platform. So you need to have this knowledge. This is complete job ready thing, so I have to share this. Otherwise, when something would be happen, you no need to again search for what is IP address, what is CIDR. You no need to reach out to a DevOps team asking this, sir, what is an IP address, what is this CIDR, why this network conflict is happen. No, you need to have complete picture. So that's why I'm telling this. IP address is also important in your knowledge. Coming to the protocols and port numbers. So as I said, sir, if you have a server and the laptop, okay, so this is my server. I wanted to connect to this server because here I have deployed one application. So this is my application. Okay, this is my application. So to connect this application to this server from my laptop, I will be connecting in both ways. The first way is HTTPS or HTTP, which is 443, and HTTP, which is 80. Okay, and I'll connect to my server SSH, which is 22 port number, or Telnet, which is 21 port number. Okay, so with this, talk about, because most of the cases will do with the SSH only. So from my same laptop, connecting your server with SSH 22 and connecting to this application with HTTPS and HTTP, 443 port number and 80 port number. So we would be having 0 to 65,536. 0 to 65,536, I guess. Okay. So this is the port numbers and protocols. Each protocol, like HTTPS is a protocol. That number is 443. HTTP is a protocol. That number is 80. SSH is a protocol. That number is 22. Like this. So for each protocol, we will be having a port number. For your front end, back end, even your AI applications, for everything, you need to run your program on one protocol only with one port number only. Otherwise, your application will not be worked. How your infrastructure, example, you are running in the Kubernetes need a health point of your an application on certain port number. So then only it will say that, oh, this application is running perfectly in the container, so I can expose to the internet. Otherwise, it will give the health fail, so you're not able to access the application. So you end up seeing the 400 and 500 errors in the web page. So every protocol and having the one port number. Okay. Like this, I'll give the very list of the protocols and port numbers. Like we have FTP, we have DNS, we have SMTP, SNMP, like this. Okay. For file sharing and mailing, you will be using a different protocol. For RDP, you are using a different protocol and port number. RDP is a protocol. Okay. So like that, for each action, you're doing Gmail, right? With Gmail, you're also having one protocol and port number 25. Okay, Gmail also having one port number. You are moving, you are uploading profile picture in the Instagram or a Facebook. The image is uploading with a protocol, with a port number, FTP, like that. Okay. So every action, there is a protocol and port number there behind the application. So that is the use case of the protocols. Fine. Now, whenever I search my application, which is deployed in this server, whenever I search my application from my laptop Chrome browser, so there is a layers. There are some layers. What layers, sir? Why I'm telling? It's important. Why I would have to teach means this give you more wider knowledge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's called OSI layers. Anyone heard about it, sir? Anyone heard about it? OSI layers?
Yes, yes, it's a network model.
Right.
OSI reference model.
Right. The first one is the physical layer. Okay. Physical layer. And the second one is data link layer. Third one is network layer. Fourth one is transport layer. Fifth one is session layer. Sixth one is presentation layer. And the final one is application layer. So why we need to learn this? Means from your laptop, when you packet, it's called packet when you're searching something, it will pass your NIC LAN card and it will go to your Wi-Fi router cable. From there, it will add. So here it is L2. It is L2 network. L2. The labeling will happen. Okay, segments and label. And at network layer, this is L3. Here your IP address will be added. And transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. So after transport layer, here your things will be decided whether it is UDP or TCP. UDP or TCP. What is this UDP TCP, sir? Why you are making your applications with UDP preferred or a TCP preferred? User datagram protocol and transmission control protocol. That means all the applications which you're seeing on the Android and the web are TCP protocols. And the gaming applications and AI applications and AI things you are seeing, they are UDP protocols, which is so faster. TCP are little slower and latency will be there, but acknowledgement will be there. So that is the beauty of the TCP. But at the UDP, it will be not there. Example, your UDP is nothing but your mobile SMS. When you send any SMS from your mobile to your friend, you don't know whether that message is reached or not, right? But TCP is your WhatsApp. When you send your message to your friend, you will able to see that whether he received or not with a double tick. So that is the difference between these two. All the applications right now on the TCP. So session where it will manage and open the communication sessions, like the dialogue things, okay, between application and your device. That means it is opening the port and the session when you are doing some communication with your thing. Example, you are opening and you're doing a payment. When you're doing a payment, the data exchange has to be happen, right? The synchronization will be maintained by your session layer. Coming to your presentation layer, so it will be handling your encoding and encryption things. That means it will translate the data from the network format to the application format. So that is the use case of the presentation layer. And your application layer, the last one, which is the software. So it is understand, it will give, and it will give the output body in response to your laptop. So this is the difference, sir. Okay. This is the difference. So that's why OSI layers are very, very important to know. So when you say load balancer, I want to use network load balancer, or I want to use application load balancer. So in interview they will ask, network load balancer will work on which port number? Sorry, which layer? So can anyone tell me, sir?
Transport layer.
L4.
Yes, L4 level it work, because after L3 it will come. Okay, layer 3, layer 4 you can say. Layer 3 and layer 4 load balancer is network load balancer, and application load balancer is layer 7. So this is short interview question. So while you're creating your load balancer in your Kubernetes or somewhere in your servers, okay, you must know about these things. If you don't know, you can't able to predict where the issue is happening. Okay, now my server is here, my app is here, my laptop is here. I would like to test the connection. How can I test the connection, sir? I just wanted to see whether the website or a server is alive or not. I want to test the connection from my laptop. Any idea, sir?
We can do NS lookup or ping, right?
Exactly. So if I go to my terminal and I search ping, I want to see whether www.rajinikanth.com is reachable or not. So it is not allowing this thing. So I just wanted to also check whether google.com is available or not, like that. www.google.com. So it is giving me an IP address 142. This is a public IP address. Ping means you are sending a packet from your laptop to reach the DNS. So you are getting this responses means this website is working right now. And why this is request is not found in my side means I blocked, I made the ping request should be not to communicate on my domain side at my DNS records, firewall records. So this is not going to be allowed for some websites. You take for Myntra, you take for other things, they will be hide the ping protocols blocking. At your companies also they will block it at security groups. Okay, when you do like this, you are getting this IP address here. But without doing the ping, how can I know this IP address of my website? You have to do NS lookup. NS lookup or dig. So dig and NS lookup, two commands will be there. when I say like this, so it will give me the original IP address of my website. Okay. See, this is my IPv6 and these are my IPv4. So this is my DNS. If I take this IP address, copy this IP address, just go to Google, open new tab, put it here, search. Am I able to see? No, because I have blocked it. But similar way, let me go and look at flipkart.com. Flipkart.com. I got this IP address, copy, come here, paste. They also, but there's an option. Proceed, unsafe. Flipkart open. So your behind your DNS IP address is there. And how you to check that? With ping. Okay. With ping, you can able to know that this website is up and running. That doesn't mean application is up and running. Inside the services has to be up and running. So that you can't predict with the ping. Ping is only at this DNS level. Okay, this is a basic things that we need to check first. Okay, if I wanted to trace out something is not good, okay, where this IP address was coming from or where this IP address is coming from. So when you say trace RT and this IP address, trace RT this IP address, it will give 30 hop journey. 30 hop journey in the sense your request is going to reach that website at what area, means what uh, road or what networks it is passing. So that is a mean. Right now it is from my LAN network and it went to my ABTS AP static Airtel broadband and it went to this IP address and it went to this IP address and went to this IP. When you see star star means where this network is passing, that company is hidden this network to not to publicly show in the internet. They have hidden this. So that's why it will show star 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 things. Okay. Now it reached CDN github.com. CDN github.com. This is my final IP address. If I similar
Rajni,
way,
what is
yeah,
that star? Can you please explain it again?
star means, sir, from my location to this location, my packet will go. My packet will travel
Yes.
over the India from states, from different company networks. Like Airtel is involved, maybe AT&T is involved in between. So they are accepting my request in between. That means they don't want to show their IP addresses. They don't want to show the things like this IP address also, this information also. So simply they will do star star. So when you see star star means they have blocked to not to show the output.
Mm-hmm.
That is the intention. Example, I do the same thing for, let's say, NS lookup for Myntra. Okay. So this is an IP address. So this IP address, trace RT and do it. So it will show up to 30 hops. So they are not, it's a simply closed in 6 hops. Went to Tata CCU Netach Akamai.com. They are using CDN server as a Akamai. See, static Akamai technologies.com. Akamai is a CDN for the Myntra. Okay, they handle the edge network things. So if I wanted to see where this IP address, where this is, just go to Google, type where is my IP or IP lookup. base station get IP detail. It is going out from the Kolkata area. Okay. AE18 Tata interface, which is connecting to the CISU NetArch Akamai.com. So Tata router is there as the border interface router. From there it is connecting and then it is exiting over there, the India side. Okay. To service data center and transit at West Bengal. This is the longitude and latitude where Akamai ISP is the one. This is the autonomous system number 209940. What is this, sir? That means, see, in India we have Jio, we have Airtel, and we have uh, many other companies, right? They have their own network. Tata is having their own network, and Jio also they have no own network. Airtel also having their own network. Similar way in outside countries also. Whereas on AT&T they have their own network. Local brands have their own network. How to make a communication from one network company to another network company, or from one network country company to the Indian network company? How this communication has to happen? What is the key between them? How can we identify, okay, this is a Airtel network in the India? That ID is nothing but ASN number. 20940 is Akamai ASN number. They would be having multiple ASN numbers. So that's the use case, sir. When you're connecting your data center to any firewall to the cloud level VPN and site-to-site VPN configurations, you will be using this ASN number with Border Gateway Protocol, BGP. Okay. If you are on the data center side, if not, no need for you, no need of this information. So this is a use case, sir, and these are the protocols, and this is a way how we will connect. Why I am telling means for troubleshooting purpose. If you are on the production level, you need to understand by looking at the logs. What happened? Is it at application side only? Or is it at network side only? Or is it service side only? Maybe network layer side, maybe customer side or your infrastructure side. You need to have all this knowledge. Otherwise,
Rajni,
yep.
one more thing, like I'm not a network guy, but just want to understand one thing, like when we make any request,
Hmm.
so it will go to the physical layer first, after that data link layer, right?
Yes.
But if our request, we want to make our request outside, then at that time it will go to the network layer. Is it correct?
Outside means outside means
Outside of, in public networks.
private also, public also. This is the same process.
Okay.
If your application is application only within your
Ha, ha,
network
ha.
or
Okay.
outside network, whatever. This is a process, the flow process.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
It
yes,
has to
got
go
it.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So you're making an application means you need to make presentation, you need to make session, and you need to make transport. Network is mandatory. You need a router. IP address should be
Mm-hmm.
there. If you're making an
Mm-hmm.
application inside the server means you have to go. If inside the server nothing is there, single SSH protocol is enough, sir. You no need of all this.
Mm-hmm.
So from your network layer directly it will go to your server. So you'll skipping all this. When you are having
Mm-hmm.
application, it will these things will come.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So it is not about the networking person who need to know, sir. It is a generic subject for everyone has to know.
Yes, yes, Rajni.
Because you might be on a production side or you're doing application troubleshooting and all, or you are doing your own application AI applications only. Let's take an example. You deployed an AI agent, you configured an API, you did everything, but not working at your network in your company. Not able to do that. Maybe unfortunately there is no team. You have to go through all this. It's better to have the knowledge, sir, because in interview from at what way they're going to ask you the question, we don't know. Today itself, one of my students and called and asked that. So they are asking about all the data center things. He don't know any tools he know to manage and all. So they were using this Ubuntu bare metal server cloud. Let me tell you that also. Ubuntu cloud mass. They call it as mass bare metal server. And yeah. So data center automation made easy. So they were trying to get this service from the Ubuntu Chronicle, asking they won't need to set up this. We need this information, sir. Otherwise, we don't know at how we'll get a question. We should be ready for everything. So that is my
That was
intention.
for which position, sir? They asked for this bare metal.
AI infrastructure. It's only for deployments, AI deployments, AI application deployments. Yeah.
Okay.
And I forgot to say, yeah, after this, what else we need to cover? Yep. Applications and application types.
One thing is information isn't there in the notes.
Sir, you're audible, but your voice, no
Sorry,
clarity.
is this explanation is also present in the notes?
Yes, that
Okay,
will just
thank you. I will
open.
go through it. Thank you.
But it will be a more concise thing. Like example,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, combination of video plus notes will be helpful.
yes,
Right?
right.
Yeah, I'll go through. Thank you.
So what is a software application? That means we make a little. Okay. It's a program or a group of service built to help a user or a device or a business problem. So we will be having these interfaces: user interface, business logic, data layer, integration layer, runtime infrastructure, operational control. So usually whenever you trying to answer, or whenever somebody says that, we only say three layers. One is user interface, business logic, and data. We call it as a three-tier architecture, two-tier architecture, and one-tier architecture, and n-tier architecture. That means microservices. So this is generic words we use. See how the generic flow will be there. So whenever you build any application, first your user request from the mobile or a laptop will hit your user, which is nothing but front-end interface. After your front-end interface, like your Next.js, React, these codes, okay. And after that, it will go to the application layer or API or your business logic. So it will go through your business logic. To your business logic, it will go to your database. So database and external service. External service means other company services. Example, you are in the Zomato, but you are making a payment through the phone pay. So Zomato is connecting to the phone pay, right? That is the external service. And you will be having also file transfer service for FTP things, database things will be there. So this is a generic flow. And in this, we will be having the 3-tier, 2-tier, and tier like this. I will tell that. So this is the process. And the main type of applications we have: desktop application, where it will run your computer; web application, where it will run in the browser; mobile application, phone or tablet; enterprise applications, where it will run in data center or cloud; SaaS applications, somebody is created and running his own network, but they are giving subscription to you; embedded and IoT applications, which is Alexa; and edge device applications. Like example, when you go to any Ratnadeep or any store, Reliance store and all, you will be making there, right? There some applications will be there. So there also some applications will work for you. And so there are other applications which is like gaming and trading, which is real-time application, data analytics applications like Power BI and all, and AI/ML applications, and batch CLI applications, which is automation tools like cloud code. Okay, CLI tools. We do CLI, right? AWS CLI tool. SDK, CDK we call cloud development kit, software development kit, like that. Okay, those are the tools. So these are the type of applications in the market. Okay, when you talk about the desktop applications, sir, so you are the user, desktop UI will be there, backend you will be running your logical program, and then it will use file mounting and your DB, and then it will run inside. Cloud API is an optional. Within your Windows system, you can write your code and you can create an .exe file or a .bat file with a PowerShell, and you can run it. So that is a desktop application. That doesn't need much things. Companies like the big companies, they will give you to download the your desktop applications in two manners. One is your app one is it will come in .yum something like that, but your Windows it will come in .exe and .msi, both way. And your web applications are like this, sir. This is a 3-tier web architecture. That means you will be having a front end side load balancer, web tier business logic, and your database. Okay, when you have this, your front end load balancer, maybe an application load balancer, network load balancer, or maybe your Nginx or Apache, anything. Then you have a PHP code. With the PHP code, you have written a business logic, and then you are connecting to the database. That is the 3-tier architecture. When you remove your load balancer here, it is a 2-tier architecture. Business logic and database. That's it. When you remove your database, when you remove your load balancer, you only have web tier only. That means that is called static application. Single page only. So presentation will be HTML, CSS, JavaScript for front-end frameworks. Application will be APIs and validation workflows, business rules and business logic. And database is nothing but it will store your information. So mobile applications, enterprise applications, embedded applications. So all the information I kept here, sir. Just please go and read neatly so that you will understand some more information which I'm not able to cover in the class today. Okay. So
Yeah,
this is
sure.
you
Thank
need to
you.
read, sir. Sorry, sir.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the application side. And now coming to there will be a thing called monolithic and microservice. Sir, anyone good at explaining monolithic or microservice thing?
Can I try, Rajni?
Yes, yes, sir. Please.
So monolithic means it's a single module we can say, and
Mm.
in microservices means we can develop our code module wise. For example, in Paytm, suppose there is one website, and suppose in monolithic, what happens if there is any maintenance for any particular page, then we have to take downtime for entire application. But this is not in microservices. Okay, in microservices, what we have to do, like key for particular area, there is a particular service. That service, suppose we have to do maintenance on that service, that microservice for that microservice, we have to take the downtime only, like that.
Yeah, that's right, sir. That's really correct. And let me give you a small, simple analogy example. So this is Windows system, and this is Linux system. Okay. So in Windows, you got an update. When you want to update that, after update, it will ask restart. Sir, if you do restart, will your entire system will be down or it will only update that one?
It's the entire system.
Yes, that is monolithic. In your Linux, if you wanted to update one thing, it is only one service will be updated, that is microservice. So that means previously, if you go to 10 years back, any bank application that was deployed over the Oracle or any server side, so they wanted to update something. So they will giving you them some downtime announcement. In night 2 to 3 a.m. we are down, like that. So in that time slot, they would be deploying the new changes. But coming to the microservices, it's not like that. So it's a single unit, mono repo and mono kind of thing. And this is multiple repos. For each service, you will have multiple repos. Multiple repo will be having multiple CI/CD pipelines, and you're deploying it where? Containerization. But here you're not doing containerization, packaging you are doing it. You'll be doing packaging, but here you're doing containerization things. So each one is a repository, each service. This is a payment service, order service, search service, product catalog service, user service, login service, like this. So when I go to a Flipkart, so here, so this is the one repo. And this is one repo. And this one is one repo. And this entire thing is one repo, like this. Location is one repo. So whenever you wanted to update this one, okay, so the particular developer will update and the particular DevOps engineer will deploy this into the Kubernetes, and this one only will update. The person who is using this entire application will not experience, he will continue the work with other services. This service only will affect. But in monolithic case, entire application will be go down. So that is the thing. So it is like decoupled manner. We'll say decoupled services. There is no attachment within one service to another service. If one service down, other service will know. Yes, there is a dependency, but still you can get a freedom to update it. But in monolithic, it is not the case. That is a problem. So now everything is microservice containerized. That's why we need to learn Docker and Kubernetes mandatory. Star, 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 star. So for our AI applications, containerization only. We need to deploy. Okay. You might be a Gen AI, a developer, a deployment engineer, advisor, whatever. You have to. It's a common subject, Sarah. That's why I'm telling. It's a common subject. You no need to go and search on the internet to learn this. These are the common subjects that every engineer should have. Then only you become FDE engineer. Okay, I'm also teaching the same thing in FDE training also, in corporate training. Because the person who is going over there, he need to understand all the stack in the down, which teams are working. When he's designing the low level, high level design, or is giving this requirement prioritization to the different teams, or he wants to work on, then he should know all this. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to him. So this is regarding microservice and monolithic application, IP address, the flow, communication, and all this. Okay. If you're all good, then we'll start from the next class, Linux.
Sure, Rajni.
So Linux, our next class. This is important. After Linux, we'll go to GitHub, and then cloud, DevOps things. So as soon as I want to get you into DevOps.
So, sir, this is the first class I joined. So we have covered only networking so far,
Yes,
or okay.
networking only. Because I'm saying it is demos, but I'm going with the topics only, because in demos means again what I have to give you the course details and all. The course details you can ask on my WhatsApp. My agent will reply you everything about the course. But the thing is, If I would be running the regular class only, I can able to cover this much subject, sir. Otherwise, it will long. It make you more long. I don't want to waste the time, so that's why I'm covering the subjects from the day second only.
How many days we will spend on Linux, Rajni?
Hardly 1 day is enough, you ask me, but you
Okay,
can
okay.
take 2 days.
And Rajni, one important thing I just want to ask you, like, you already told us, like, you will show us 4 projects, right?
Hmm.
But when we end with Kubernetes deployment, so are you going to teach some pipelines also?
Yes, yes.
Means the projects are different and pipeline are also different, right?
Projects, see, for if I'm
Different
teaching
means.
with the Kubernetes, if I'm teaching
Mhm.
Kubernetes, first I'll explain all the Kubernetes things. Then after
Uh-huh.
in the Kubernetes, if you wanted to deploy any application, okay, I'll show first
Mhm.
normal web application deploying. But when we go to AI model deployment, like let's say LLM deployment, I'll be deploying into the Kubernetes. So that time I will not teach Kubernetes because I already covered, right? I will
That
directly
is
go,
okay.
yeah. With a pipeline only, I will deploy that LLM model. With pipeline flow only, I'll connect to the Kubernetes and I'll deploy it.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Any questions, any doubts?
I have no question, but I just want to know the access for the classroom and so on. I think we already discussed that.
Right, right. So some of them are not able to because you're not able to see the mail, I guess. And
Yeah, exactly.
after Friday, I will be having a one final count because I said right afterwards I will be changing the link. So I'll be having one final count so that I can generate the links for all the users. But
Okay.
now there are bunch of messages where I'm not able to reply. Maybe I need to hire a team to respond. But I'm not an institute, sir. So
Yeah.
I was just looking at the each WhatsApp message and I'm trying to reply as much as possible.
How about like putting out the emails in the group itself, everyone,
Hmm.
the WhatsApp
Yeah,
group?
yeah. I
That
was
should.
adding the everyone into the group, right? So there you can ping me the email address, sir. That WhatsApp
Yeah.
group.
Okay. Yep. Sure.
WhatsApp group, I didn't get that.
WhatsApp group who are enrolled and did payment, and so them I'm adding into the WhatsApp group. Tarun sir, I will be also add you in that. Maybe you're not there.
Yeah, I'm not there. Thank you.
So that's all for today.
Thanks, Rajni.
Thank you.
Thanks,
It's
Rajni. Thank
wonderful
you so
session.
much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
See
you.
you tomorrow.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.